Hey guys, Dan Fool, Mr. Grey, Dandalf the Grey, and a bit of a different video. It's not gonna be an angry video, don't worry, even though I'm annoyed. I want to talk about ITC channels again. Because I got a comment a few hours ago. Now the channel I'm gonna talk about, I'm not gonna mention them, I'm not gonna show their channel, I'm not gonna show anything from them, because to be honest with you, I really don't want to give them airtime anymore. They don't need airtime from me anyway, they're a lot bigger than I am, it's fine. But I don't want anything of theirs on my channel because it pisses me off. So I had a comment from a Macca Jacks recently, and they said, hopefully you can see that, do you think this is bullshit? I don't know if you're familiar with the news about Dylan Rounds, as a 19-year-old farmer from Lukin, Utah, that went missing approximately 8 weeks ago and has still not been found. Now, I've briefly looked up this Dylan Rounds. He still hasn't been found. I'm going to read a brief report on this Dylan Rounds. Now, Dylan Rounds, unfortunately, has gone missing for 2 months. And this was 4 days ago. Utah farmer Dylan Rounds is now missing for 2 months as 20th birthday approaches. Police in Utah have named the suspect in Rounds' disappearance but have not filed any charges. Dylan Rounds, the 19-year-old farmer, was left at his Idaho home to work a plot of land in Utah, has been missing for 2 months. I'm hanging best I can, but the not knowing is pure torture. His mother, no, just remember that. James Adrian Brenner, a 58-year-old who was squatting on a neighbour's land, is being held on federal firearms charges and has been named a suspect in Rounds' disappearance. No charges have been filed in direct connection to the missing persons case. Brenner was convicted of shooting and seriously wounding another man at the campsite in Maryland, 1986, in a work-related dispute. According to authorities there, he has numerous other convictions over the years and has served federal time. When Dylan Rounds was not located early in the search effort, the investigation focused on the possibility of Dylan being the victim of a crime. According to a neighbour identified in court documents as DH, at some point after Rounds' disappearance, Brenner asked him to conceal 3 black powder guns and .22 caliber rifle with a serial number. After being contacted by the FBI, DH gave the weapons to authorities. Citing past felony convictions, they charged Brenner with being a felon in possession of a firearm. Another local man, Chase Venstra, is also facing federal firearms charges in connection with the case. Authorities served as a search warrant at his home prior to Rounds' disappearance and found 2 guns. Then, by listening to jailhouse phone calls after the teen went missing, police then said they learned he had more weapons hidden with an associate. So basically, he's been missing for 2 months, and there's 2 suspects who are being held on weapons charges. They haven't been charged with, the direct disappearance, although they are looking into that. But this comment here, sorry, I forgot about the comment, I'll carry on. I've just stumbled on a channel called Blah. I'm not going to say it because, like I said, I don't want to give them airtime. And was disturbed not only by the content, but the title discussing who Dylan's murderers were. When he asked about his body location from his farm when he went missing, is he north, south, east, or west, the Huff box, and he is using a Huff box. Cut and all 4. The creator then announced he had been dismembered. Don't they have concern for the family desperately looking for him? Here is the link. Now, I watched the video. I didn't watch it all because, to be honest, I was fucking disgusted. They rile me up anyway, right? Like, I've always said, right? I'll never go after people's religion. I'll never be that dickhead. I never will. I'll never go after people's religion because who the fuck am I to say who you should follow, what you should follow? You should follow what you want. I'm fine with that. But I've never liked these ITC channels. You've seen me cover Huff, you've seen me cover Cody ICC, Hope Paranormal, what's his name? Afterlife guy, I can't remember his name. And I've seen a few others I haven't even worth mentioning. But this new one now, I think it's hit the depth of the I think the just cringing, egotistical, because these people are the biggest egomaniacs you will find on YouTube. I think they're a problem on YouTube because, one, YouTube does actually have, I think, a sort of, not a law, but it has a rule in its policy about deceit and, I can't remember the bloody term now. Basically saying you can't lie. I mean, obviously it doesn't bloody follow that because you got a lot of videos online lying like shit. So it doesn't follow that, I know. But I think these kind of channels in particular, I think they're just so disrespectful. I've gone on about this before, and it just annoys me when I see them. But this particular one I think, is one of the worst I've seen, simply because in the video he goes on to say, I have found the location of where Dylan's body. Now, first of all, this Dylan Rounds, I didn't know who he was until I saw this video, right? So this Dylan Rounds, nothing has been found of him. He's still missing. He's declared missing. I mean, there's always that possibility that something's happened to him, unfortunately. But obviously the parents of this kid probably trawling the internet, trawling the news, trawling anything to try and find some little possibility of where he is or something, or his outcome, anything. And then you got shit-stained channels like this who go on to say, I know where he is. He was dismembered. Fuck you, right? It pisses me off. It really pisses me off. You're as bad as evangelists. You're as bad as evangelists, however the fuck you say them, who they go to their church every morning. They have their people come in and say, praise the Lord, I will heal you of all your ailments. Please donate for the poor. And then they will ride off in their stretch limo to their private jet and piss off out of the country. It pisses me off that this shit is allowed. Now, the paranormal stuff with their fake bloody SLS camera shit and stuff, I find that funny. I don't find this stuff funny at all. I think it's bloody ambulance chasing shit-stained channels like this that are a big problem on this platform. Massive problem on this platform. Mainly because, especially in this case, like these ITC channels, they will never do personal stuff. They will never do personal stuff. They will only contact people in the limelight, in celebrities or in the current news media. They will never come to your house and do a contact session for you. They say they will. They do private sessions online with like about 30 people. You have to pay like 50 quid, 60 quid to have a go, mind, for an hour session. Just saying. It riles me up to no end that these channels are allowed to exist on YouTube, if you ask me. And I know some of them genuinely give people hope, for their loved ones. And I'm all for that. I'm all for people having hope. I always say that. I'm all for people having hope. But these channels prey on that hope, and they prey on the vulnerability of these people who are just looking for answers, looking for some hope that their loved ones who have passed on, are going to be there when they pass on themselves. I'm the same. But I think I think this kind of shit is interfering with an ongoing investigation, by the way. It's not something which has been confirmed, like when they do bloody rappers and what have you, because that's what mainly these channels do. For some reason, they only do rappers, and the odd occasion they do other kind of celebrities. But it's not that kind of situation. With this situation, this is still an active, ongoing investigation. This person has not been found. Fingers crossed. Pray, that the guy gets found, all good and well. But it's pure speculation on this guy's behalf and other ITC channels who do this kind of shit. It's pure speculation that he knows where the body is and saying the body's dismembered. I can't even fathom the egotistical bullshit that goes through these people's minds who think they are so important. They are so important in the entire world that person they've never met, who has never even been on their radar before until they saw him in the news or on bloody line, would want to come and speak to me. Not me, but, the person doing the Huffbox shit. It pisses me off. I just can't get how these people sleep at night. I really don't. And it's annoying. But yeah, I'm not going to show the channel because I don't want to give him any airtime. I think they're scum. I think these channels are scummy as fuck. And they need to go away. I genuinely think they need to go away. I would rather have 20 years of TikTok than this shit. And that's saying something. But anyway, I know I didn't show anything. I just wanted to reiterate, by the way, the fact that I can't stand those shit-stained channels. That's what I call them, shit-stained channels. Because they are shit stains on the platform of YouTube. And they need to piss off, basically. That's all I got to say. But one, they are seriously disrespectful. Two, the parents of this kid is probably trawling the internet looking for any answer they can find, and then you were coming up with a shitty fucking take on a crap pissant box, and you just I don't know how you sleep at night. But anyway, I gotta go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.